morning students. Let us continue with another example of combined journal entry. Few more journal entry which you have to learn, in which more than two accounts are associated. We take one by one. See here, for example, on 2017 January 1st the transaction is a businessman is commenced business with cash rupees 50,000, receivables of rupees 25,000, liabilities of rupees 10,000 and stock of goods of rupees 15,000. In earlier example, we know that the total difference we used to write as a capital, while here one liabilities are given which also has the credit balance. So let us see. When cash comes in the business, cash to be debited, we are debiting cash account 50,000. Receivables, that also debited because receivables have the debit balance rupees 25,000. Stock of goods. Stock of goods is a real account. Debit what comes in. So we are debiting rupees 15,000. Now this liability. The liabilities are having credit balance. Liabilities, they are the creditors. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. So they are the givers, they are the creditors. So are to be credited. So we write with a 2 creditors account 10,000. So in this manner, figure 1, 2, 3 and 4. All figures we have posted. The difference is your capital. So total of debit, all the 4 minus total this 10,000, whatever is the difference, that is your figure for capital. So here capital you have derived by total of all debit minus total of your credit. So what the difference comes, that difference you have credited as a capital, and narration is the same. Being business commenced with above mentioned assets and liabilities. Okay. So what new you have learned in this, that if any credit balance is given, that credit balance also to be posted minus that figure and only the difference to be written as a capital account. Clear? Another example, that 2017 June 5th. Here the example is machine of rupees 15,000 is purchased from NIL and paid installation charges rupees 500. When you purchase any asset and any additional expenses you incur due to purchase of an asset, in that case the cost of that additional expense also to be added to the asset account. This is what an capital expenditure nature, and we have to add into it. So here the combined journal entry become that machine account debited with two figure. One, whatever is the cost of machine 15,000 plus whatever the installation charges you have paid 5,000. So machine to be debited with 15,500. Now you have purchased from NIL. The name of the party is mentioned. So it's a credit transaction. So NIL is your creditor. So NIL account to be credited. And the installation charges which you have paid, that you have paid it to the laborer, to the worker. So you have to pay by cash. So that installation charges will come as a to cash. So the total journal become machine account debit 15,500 to NIL account to cash account. So what the new portion you have learned in this, that capital nature expenditure, when you incur any other expenses related to that, you have to add into the cost of asset. So here the machine is debited with total figure 15,500. Clear? Another example let us take. 2014 October 1st. A business commenced with cash. Again it is one kind of an opening journal entry at time of starting the business. One account is a cash account, another is a furniture account, third is a stock account, fourth is 8% loan. Here in earlier illustration we have seen that liability was given as a creditor, and here you are starting a business with taking a loan on the very day. Now when you take a loan, you receive cash against that loan. So that is the important point which you have to keep in mind. So here one is the cash comes in real account to be debited. Now see the figure. Cash we are debiting with 60,000. Here the cash is given 40,000. Why we have debited 60,000? Because 40,000 the owner he himself brought, and 20,000 loan you have received on that day. So when you receive a loan, the loan money to be added into the cash. So that cash is 40 plus 20. Total become 60. Then furniture account debit rupees 10,000. Stock of goods account debit rupees 8,000. So now the total here becomes 60 plus 10, 70 plus 8, 78,000. 2. That loan is your liability. So that loan to be mentioned with a credit effect. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. The person Ram has given you the loan, so he become the giver. So you have to credit Ram loan account 8% mentioned. So write even the 8%. So easy for you to calculate interest later on. So to 8% Ram loan account 20,000 to capital account. Now total of this 3 debit figure minus this figure. So you will get the difference as a capital. So in this way you have to derive the figure of capital. Again the narration is same. Being business started with above mentioned assets and liability. Don't forget to draw the line below your narration to separate transaction one to another. If you don't do that, everything look like the same and difficult to distinguish the transaction. So never forget to draw the line below the narration. Let us take the next example. On 2015 January 4th, goods of rupees 10,000 purchased from Raja of rupees 10,000 for cash at 10% cash discount. Goods of rupees 10,000 purchased from Raja for cash at 10% cash discount. So you have purchased the goods 10,000. Now cash discount is to be recorded in books of account. Cash discount is to be recorded. So you have to calculate the cash discount and then the only remaining portion of cash to be paid. So purchase account is 10,000. So purchase account debit 10,000. Now 10,000 10% is equal to 1,000. You are going to pay 1,000 less. So that discount become your income. It is a gain for you. So you are paying actual cash 10 minus 1 is equal to 9,000 rupees. So that here to cash, the cash goes out of business 9,000 and to discount, that is what your gain, that is 1,000. So in this manner the combined journal entry become purchase account debit 10,000, that is original value of the transaction whatever is mentioned, and the cash discount, trade discount not to be recorded in books of account but cash discount to be recorded in books of account. So 10% of 10,000 is equal to 1,000. So to cash become 9,000, 10 minus 1 and discount is the 1,000. Being goods purchased for cash at 10% cash discount. So in this manner you have observed in every journal entry there are more than 2 folds and you have written the combined entry, only common one entry instead of writing the separate entries like cash to capital, receivable to capital, stock of goods to capital, okay, or capital to creditors. Instead of writing separate journal, we combine the journal and we write. So these are the peculiar illustration of the combined journal entry which you need to know and which you need to keep in mind when you do the example. Thank you.